Hey, you like my hat? It's Buzz. I don't know where I got the hat. I think it's my brother Mike's hat. Um, yeah, I like the hat. It's pretty cool. But back to the schooling thing, Votech is probably better schooling than college. In college, they're teaching you it's like a 4-year party. It's an extension of childhood. And a lot of people go in there with the purest of intentions and come out just basic, wild, and crazy party animals. Other people go in there and straighten themselves out and they actually get some work done. They learn well. But I can honestly say that if you're not reading and you're not liking to read, it's a chore, it's a hassle. You're going to do everything you can to get out of it, to get your piece of paper and get that job that dad's got waiting for you or whatever, like the Bush family. They're made people. And that's called nepotism, and that's why America's in a big, big bind right now, is because these rich men think that their children, because they're rich, are better than other people, and then they lose talent greatly. These guys might be from good stock, as they like to say, but they've been pampered, they've been spoiled, they haven't had to work, they don't read a lot, they just have it, you know there for them, and then that causes lots of problems down the line. That really, really causes, and it's all coming to a head now. It's all steamrolling. It's all become hydraulic. It's in our politics. It's in every aspect of government, in big education, in the military-industrial complex. Once your military goes, once your military becomes ate up like F Troop, which ours, I was in the Air Force, and it was embarrassing. The only thing that the military has going for it, or had going for it, was unlimited tax money. You could fix a lot of things, a lot of screw ups, if you had unlimited money, which they did, and they still do. But the bosses, the owners, are getting tired of this, and they're just going to cut it off. You can see it. They're coming after your Social Security. They've already got your pension. They're squeezing you for every last penny. The Republicans are going in and saying, look, the Democrats wrecked the economy, and in fact, it was Boy George who did it. They just needed Obama in there to scapegoat. Now they're going to get back in power, and they're going to continue wrecking the economy, which it just means they are grabbing everything they believe is theirs, while they can get people to look at people like Barack Obama, whose name is Barry Soetoro, really. That's his real name, who was born in Indonesia, who's probably just paving the way for Arnold, because Arnold wants to be president so bad he can taste it. He married into the main presidential family of America. He's lined his chute with every golden fleece that he can to make his ride into the president. And he's very well loved by, like the Bilderbergs and stuff like that, the New World Order people, the Club of Rome, the Council of 300, the Trilateral Commission, the Council of Foreign Relations, blah, blah, blah. All those knuckleheads who, have been planning our world and knowing so much about it that we are not privy to. They have the knowledge that we were something once before, and they just constantly, a lot more, we were a lot more, and they constantly use this against us by propagating things like, Christianity and, other watered down forms of Judaism. All the watered down forms of Judaism, they get a big kick out of the slaves using their religion, or at least a portion of it. It's like, retarded people trying to emulate the gods. That's the way they see it. And that's what it's turned into being. So all these people have pretty much wrecked the world. They themselves have watered down everything, and it's all kind of in the gene pool itself. I know it's bad to talk about. It's really been made into a bad subject. But in the wild, if a deformed offspring is not allowed to live, it's not, because the program of the animal, which people are animals, is such that you know that this is just going to cause more problems down the line. It's eventually going to cause the whole thing to come unraveled. That's what we're seeing now. That's what we're seeing now. The Celtic people used to choose for memory, and the very upper echelons of the Celts were, the priestly priests. There was different levels of those, and some of them were bards, and they distrusted the written word, so they were totally dependent on the oral history. And you had to have a super memory to do that. And if you couldn't pass certain tests, well, they selected you out. You were gone. That's why a lot of people today that are of this origin have these fantastic memories, although they don't know how to use them. They don't understand mnemonics or any other sciences that were used to train the human mind. That's all been watered down too. So it's a real mess. It's a real mess. We've gone from being, really something to something pathetic.